Yo, what is up folks, TG here with 4-color Reanimator, a pretty spicy deck for Pioneer and Paper or Explorer on MTG Arena. The deck is built around the card Squirming Emergence. 1 black-green has Fathomless Descent, so return to the battlefield, target non-land permanent in your graveyard with mana value less than or equal to the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. Can reanimate a bunch of stuff. And because this is non-permanent, we have Omniscience here, we have Portal of Atraxa, and then everyone's favourite reanimation target, Atraxa Grand Unifier, which has become kind of like the staple across basically all Magic formats to cheat into play. And then we also have a couple of copies of Time Industry. Have a bunch of reanimation targets, of which, hey, like Atraxa helps you then find the next pieces, nice. Titan helps you deal with problematic artifacts enchantments, can give you immediate life gain versus burn and that kind of thing, as well as some protection itself. And then Portal is really nice for cleaning up your opponent's board, and then also gives you a reanimation effect each upkeep. Pretty nice. Omniscience is obviously the piece de resistance, the big, hey, if you get into play, it lets you cast the rest of your hand. Awesome. The rest of the deck is built around kind of enabling these. We do have one more reanimation spell, and that is Invasion of Telvada. It's a battle. ETB, return target non-battle permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So again, like Squirming Emergence, can return all these for a bit more of mana cost. One nice thing though is that you can Squirming Emergence and target the invasion in your graveyard if you've milled through it, and that lets you kind of like cheat on permanents in your graveyard. So if you've only got 5, you can get that to Savannah, which can then get back the Omniscience or the Atraxa or whatever. To the enablers, so we've got 4 copies of Otherworldly Gaze at 1 mana. Surveil 3 lets you kind of like put cards in the graveyard, milling for what you're looking for, so trying to find the Squirming Emergence while putting the reanimation targets into your graveyard. We then have 3 copies of Elijah Archaeologist. This one blocks as well, but simply mill 3 and then put a non-creature, non-land card from among the mill cards into your hand. Looking for Squirming Emergence and Invasion of Telvada here. 4 copies of Found on the Third Path. This one's really nice. It also lets you flash back into the sorcery from your graveyard. But hey, you can play this on 1 or 2. Maybe you cast an extra spell that turn. But the second step lets you mill 4 cards. And the third step lets you flash back a instant sorcery from your graveyard. Primary target would be Squirming Emergence. One nice thing about Founding is that if you're playing best of 3, you could have a bunch of like hand disruption effects like Thoughtseizes and Duress, and then spend the first couple of turns just kind of recurring those, and then basically stripping your opponent's cards out of their hand to let you kind of like clear the way to go for your combo. It's really, really nice versus some of the control decks in the format. But here, I'll be playing best of 1 in ranked with the deck, and so yeah, we're focused on kind of surviving some of the aggro decks which are more prevalent in best of 1. Hence the 4 copies of Fatal Push here at 1 to kind of like help us live through the early game. The other enabler is that we've got Picklock Prankster. 1 in a blue with the Free the Fate instant adventure, mill 4 cards, and put an instant sorcery or fairy card from among the mill cards into your hand. Again, thinking of Squirming Emergence, putting the cards into your graveyard. One nice thing about Picklock Prankster is that you can cast it off the first step of Founding the Third Path that built as well. So pretty nice, pretty nice. You can kind of go like, alright, I'll kill something on turn 1, Founding for this on turn 2, your turn 3 you get to use the mill 4 ability, and then kind of look to basically like go to Squirming Emergence. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Whale of Forgotten is a card that is tricky to enable, but does do some of the things you want, at least all the time, and if you get it enabled, you get to do all of them. So it's descend 8, if you've got 8 permanents in your graveyard, you can use all the emotes, and then it says return target non-land permanents on his hand, some nice interaction with your opponent stuff. Target opponent discards a card, yeah, but look at the top 3 cards of your library, 1 of them is your hand, and the rest into your graveyard. It's got that strategic planning effect. Again, lets you find the cards that you want, while putting the cards that you want in your graveyard in the graveyard. It's just what the deck's trying to do. And then, yeah, as I mentioned, Fatal Push kind of helps you live through the early game. The mana base is a bit tricky. We are playing 4 colours. We have white sources to cast Invasion and Atraxa, like we can cheat them into play with Squirming Emergence, but hey, we will want to cast them eventually. So 4 copies of Mana Confluence. Then we have a Breeding Pool, a Botanical Sanctum, a Temple Garden, a Razor Edge Thicket, 2 Overgrown Tubes and 2 Blooming Marsh, 2 Watery Graves and 4 Dark Six Shores. This is primarily a blue-black deck that is splashing green and white. 1 Godless Shrine, 1 Seacombe Coast, and 1 Hallowed Fountain. The mana base will hurt a little bit. The idea is to kind of get an Atraxa into play to kind of, or an Titan into play to kind of stem that bleeding as fast as possible. So that's the deck. There are a bunch of interesting sideboard choices. Again, given the kind of Founding path versus control decks, hand disruption is really, really good. Similarly, like you can recur like removal effects like Fatal Push with the Founding versus the aggro decks. pretty solid, pretty solid. The one other thing is that this deck doesn't have loads of interaction. We have literally the Fatal Pushes and the Wall of Forgotten, and so you can have interaction there. You can have things like Mystical Disputes, kind of fight counter battles to protect your combo, all that kind of stuff. But we'll be taking this into some best of one Explorer ranked. So, if you are not already, please do subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And let's get into those matches. Alright, first match with 4-color Reanimator. While this is Invasion, we have no enablers. We're going to mulligan this. And this is all enablers, so we'll keep it. There's not a companion here, but I think I'm going to gamble and put this Fatal Push at the bottom. We need Goddess Shrine for blue. So, Goddess Shrine tap to lead off with. Alright, cool. Goddess Shrine for blue? Mana Cult for blue. Alright, Blood Crypt. Rakdos is a pretty good matchup, I feel like. We're going to go ahead and go like full speed ahead here. We're going to Founding, I'm going to place on the first step, and we're going to go ahead and straight away free the Fate off of it. Okay. Well, Gaze in the Graveyard. Of these, I think I'm just going to take the free the Fate. To be fair, leaving the other one, the Gaze, like, this is a permanent, so it's a Graveyard. That's a permanent. But hey. Not getting beat down particularly quickly. We're going to mill ourselves for 4. We did see a Squirming Emergence. Currently there are 4 permanents in the graveyard. Excuse me. We'd very much like to increase that number. The best way for us to do that. At the moment we won't be flashing back this on anything. It'll actually be 5 at the point where this dies and triggers. We'd like to get 2 more permanents into our graveyard. I think... yeah. I'll say go. We're going to try and pick a lot of Prankster into them. While Fatal Pushing the Blood Tide Harvester. Let's shoot this and see what they have. Oh, maybe they put Liana. That'd be kind of sick. Session. Alright, let's go and do this. Mill 4 into Soul String to the hand. Ooh, that's big. We didn't get a Squirming Emergence. So we're gonna use this here. At the point where it gets cast, actually is in the graveyard, but we'll go ahead and... I think Atraxa is fine at this point, but it's not actually going to necessarily win us the game. Actually, Titan of Industries may be more likely to, and then we have backup already with the Squirming Emergence. I'm going to do this. Feels a bit weird, but we have like a handful of stuff already. So I'm going to go ahead and shield and a 4/4. Then kills and responds, but we'll be able to do similar with the Atraxa. This way at least we still get 4/4 out of it, and we can still bring back Atraxa next turn with no issues. So I'm going to go ahead and bit of Triumph here. The 4/4 also does gain the shield counter, and I'm going to shock so we can use the other one of the games we have in hand. Alright. No current way to tell if they're playing the vampire version of Black Red. I think it is, for the most part, a better deck. I don't think it's like a one-time flick. But hey. There are like meta games where I think the normal Black-Red deck is still superior. But like, you want to climb ladder, playing Show and Tell is pretty good. That's how I feel about it. Ooh, Inti, okay, yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and gaze away. We kind of want to draw this. We don't have the mana for this. Do we have an Omniscience? Don't. I don't want to draw both of these. We'll have a land off of Atraxa, presumably. I'm just leaving both these on top and seeing what's up. Oh, I should have done this the other way around, probably, because Battle is basically a guaranteed, like, you can only hit Invasion off of that. I will, I think, go to Combat first. What goes on here? Got any blocks? Does remove the shield counter. I'm fine with that. So we then want to... Titan is still really, really good. Atraxa is obviously just nuts, but hey. I wouldn't mind the portal if we had a way to cast it. Same with Omniscience, but I don't really want to grab that. We will grab the battle, grab one of these. Grab a land, which is the Hallowed Fountain. We'll grab the Archaeologist. Yeah, there's no way for us to discard these, so I think that's fine. Submit 4. I can go to 10 to cast the Archaeologist now. That doesn't seem like a terrible idea. I will grab the Fatal Bush just in case. We've got a bunch of battles already. We're looking pretty gold here. I think this is pretty locked up. They have a way to exile our graveyard. It's obviously pretty rare. That's what we don't want. Farewell is maybe this deck's #1 enemy. That on dying on turn 3. But yeah. Should be all good here. Oh, NC and stuff. Okay, yeah. Given there's a Colligan's command, I think it's more traditional. Red black and the NTs as well. Okay. Alright, second match here. 1-0 so far. On the draw this time. I think this hand is solid. Gonna have Founding. Double Fatal Push should help set versus aggro decks. And yeah. You need to find a green source for this, but actually, I'm saying nothing. Yeah, just need to draw a green source. It couldn't be that hard, right? Firebrand's interesting. It sounds like goblins. Doesn't really change the way we want to select it. Want to like do this. We're still gonna Fatal Push. See what they make on 2. If they've got a Horde Master, we'll... I guess we won't respond, actually. Okay. Sure. What do we have? Carry Zev? Yeah, I would rather push the back. Get rid of the 2-drop. And it's all according to plan. That is a land, but not a green source. Of which, we can Founding the push here. Probably the best play. But again, the Firebrand is not doing tons of fights. This Stone Walls it. I think we should do this. Yep, there's a green source gone. Alright. Good. Oh, we're afraid of, but hey. Alright, carries that signals like normal mono red. Pretty standard. Alright. Double Firebrand. Encountered. Yeah, being a little more sensitive in terms of life here. Given we only have 1 blocker, actually killing one of these is not terrible. We need to find a land or an invasion. We will just be able to use the Founding as a push. I think we can do this. Because we get to flashback the push later anyway. Right, I think doing this is fine. We want to stem any and all possible bleeding. Yeah, it's an interesting one. This deck wants to play as many creature or permanent based enablers as possible, which does rule out some things like Risky Salvage, which you normally think you play if you're playing like a animated out of green and black. Yeah. Well. Yeah. In the bin. Okay, we drew a push. Mill 4. We really need to find a green source. How did are we? Top round, 5 round. We can do this. We can... Okay, I think we have to be a little sensible. What's this flashing back next turn? This is flashing back a fatal push, right? Yeah. We should have to natural into a... So here's the thing. This dies, we can fatal push the top round at least. Next turn we can actually use the one that's left in our graveyard on here. This is going to save us the most life. We should naturally draw it into a green source. And everything will be mystically fine, kind of. When I say kind of, I mean we actually don't have a target in our graveyard either. So, yeah. Okay, there is a green source. I wish I basically has to go for the Robber of the Rich. Yeah, no, it sucks. And so we can cast... We're on 12. Hang on. 1... Oh, they've got this thing as well. They do 10 though. 1, 3, 5, 9... Oh, this is so bad. 5, 9. You know what? We play the game to play the game. I've missed maths. I think that's obviously bad. So we're basically banking on us hitting a target off of this founding. I'm gonna play it on 2. Hope we mill through something good. Basically plan to go to 4. And then reanimate something on our next turn. Depending on what our opponent's drawn and if we're dead. This is a Ramlab Ruins, which means that some things will not get us out of the situation that would otherwise do. So from my calculations, animating the dead of the Bugbear puts us to 1. Okay, Castle Embereth actually maybe changes the math to... Doesn't actually. We may be dead. Not from this. Now we're gonna Squirming Emergence. We may as well go through the invasion, right? I don't think there's a good reason not to. Unless it does remove permanents from a graveyard, okay. Alright, so the plan here is that we're going to have to gain 5 life. We can destroy this, that doesn't help us though, right? That's worse than making it blocker. Yeah. Me gain 5, please. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm still dead if they do the right thing. It's actually the Castle Embereth I'm the most worried about right now. That's a basically block like this. This puts us at 2. Let's stop in my upkeep. Right. What do we have? Invasion. Oh, there's only way to discard one of these Atraxas. Omniscience would have been good a little earlier. Okay, it means we're not dead. We can draw exactly Squirming Emergence here. But actually with... That's unfortunate. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, 1-1 so far with the Reanimator deck. This is solid. The Omniscience in hand isn't ideal, but like this is 100% better than a multi-6. The one thing we would like to avoid is blue-white control. Alright, that should be fine. I mean, please put the Omniscience in the graveyard. They're not going to. They're going to take the Squirming Emergence, but hey, I'd love that. That'd be cool. Otherworldly Gaze might be the actual correct. It probably isn't the correct. Let's see. I'll leave Archaeologist on top, I think. This not being able to put permanents is kind of trippy, but I've been all of these. No. The problem with Otherworldly Gaze, that you don't draw the card, right? It is a disadvantage. Whereas here, like, presenting a blocker as well. Ooh. Second Invasion. We do need to draw lands. I'm going to stop on my upkeep to be able to Otherworldly Gaze then. Okay, so this is the vampire version of Red-Black, which is, I guess, like a little bit worse of a matchup. I'm trying to work out if I want to use the one from my hand or not. I'd rather be mana efficient. I don't think we're doing anything else this time. I'm gonna go ahead and cast this. Yard. Okay. Founding is really solid. I think we do this one. Fine. Stop it. Alright, there we go. So, if they play a Sorin, and they minus, we will fatal push this in response. But, yeah. We would like them to not have it. I'll similarly be mad if it as possible. I'm just gonna push this thing. Okay. So, founding here, we're just gonna mill ourselves for. Oh yeah, we don't have another blue source. But yeah. We only have 2 permanents in our graveyard. Yeah, okay, this is a bit awkward. Oh, I actually do the founding. Oh, you know what? Okay, I think we have a little time. I'm gonna founding on 1 here, and we're gonna Otherworldly Gaze off of it. That way we can pretty much guarantee. Let's remember, we're not gonna get. No, we draw this card and then we'll Willful. I think that's fine. The idea here is that we're going to use this to flash back the Squirming Emergence in our graveyard, but we need to have the right number of permanent cards in the graveyard for that to be good. Which, hey, it's no guarantee, for sure. I'm going to discard 3. Land Fatal Push. Okay. That's a Sorin. Certainly sounds like a big vampire. It is in fact a big vampire. Alright. I'm going to mill us for 4. So, if we take a hit for this, this is awkward. I mean, sort of. No, I'll say it, it's awkward. 7. We're basically committed to using this to mill for. Yeah. Alright, well that's an Omniscience and enough permanence, I think. Okay, so the question then becomes, alright, can we not get Vein Ripper GG'd? There's some problems with that. Oh, they're gonna sacrifice? Oh no. Okay. They're gonna go straight for face? No, they're gonna clear the Archaeologist. Oh, but that does do face damage. Alright, so that puts us to 16. We're gonna have some math to do. I don't like math with Vein Ripper. Vein Ripper math is always sad. So, 3 of their creatures are going to die if I do this, right? To be clear, we're choosing this Squirming Emergence. Decline. Gonna cast this. So we're gonna put the Omniscience display. Alright, there's some questions. So the first thing is that this thing, so here's how we're clearing the board. Right? They've not got a move in play. We're gonna get back the portal. This does 6 to us. Smile. Worry about Sorin, right? Ow, 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 ow. I'm gonna Atraxa. I would like to find a Titan so that we can gain some life, please. We don't find a Titan, we do find a Squirming Emergence. We'll find the Pitlock Prankster, Fatal Push. I won't find the Omniscience. Line can be tapped. I think I do cast this. In case they have a way to make a sacrifice and enchantment. I'm going to pick up Prankster here with Free the Fae. I'm basically looking for a Titan, right? Okay. I don't have a thing to reanimate. Yeah. There you go. Okay, so the worry is that they have a way to Sorin zap us. They're like, sacrifice a vampire, it deals 3 to something that's super dangerous. We in fact would be in a much, much worse position if they decided to zap our face instead of our, not chronologist, what's it called? Oh, that is a vampire, and that is also a vampire. Okay, we're okay actually. You can respond to that ability. And that ability, but we're going to respond to the Sorin. Sure. You don't want to make the move vault. You don't want to make the move vault. I would like a Vein Ripper. Personally. I want that. Thank you. Alright. Needs mana for Otherworldly Gaze here. I'm still kind of looking for a Titan. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, cool. I'll use the other mana for a Pitlock Prankster. Gonna reanimate a Titan. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Nice. Alright, I think this will be the last match. I think 40-45 minutes around the sweet spot. I'm gonna mulligan this just because we got double Atraxa is so bad. We're gonna mulligan a 5 here. We're gonna put these cards on the bottom, and we're gonna hope. See how this goes. What are we up against? Hive the Eye Tyrant. The book edition. Oh, that takes the Prickle Prankster. Maybe it takes a Fatal Push. Please, please take a Fatal Push. Please. Come on now. You wouldn't do that, right? We will use the strategic planning mode on this. I'll put this into hand. A bit of a weird one where we only need, we're looking for like blue cards, black cards, and then the white cards we need to cast generally don't have green in, apart from Atraxa, because normally you're casting the invasion. We have to save a life here, that's kind of tech. And we'll submit this on permanent cards in graveyard. We have actually 4. Okay, I'm gonna play this on 1 because I want a Fatal Push here anyway, but like I think we maybe need a little time. So we'll take a draw step and a turn before we go for... I actually need to hit the Reanimation card. Ooh, that's a Sorin. Okay. Mon Sorin Tick Up. Was not a Sorin Tick Up, it was a Vein Ripper. Ayo. Yeah, my turn. I'll mill 4 cards. We've not hit a Reanimation spell, that is not good. We do a Fatal Push. We do have Otherworldly Gaze to try and hit. Then that's just bringing back Atraxa right now. Even if we can find the Squirming Emergence. Alright. The lifelinking Vein Ripper is coming through. Okay. I would say this generally has a good Rakdos matchup, especially like both versions of Rakdos. It's less good when you multi-5, but not unwinnable. Like if we hit Squirming Emergence here, like we're in a really decent spot, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna go and cast this. We did not hit Squirming Emergence. We weren't. It wasn't even close. Not even a little bit. We have White Source for this, but pretty tough. We are dead on board. Did you kind of need to spawn it? Oh, in fact, we're not dead on board, right? Oh no, we have to sacrifice a creature. We can't target that. We can bounce the other. Oh, we've got 7 and not 8. This is rough. Do this. Okay, there's a way. Just not good. Well, maybe we can get there. Yeah, because we've already drawn at the point it's going off. This is like the ultimate disrespect, is that we had 3 Squirming Emergences on the top of our library. That's crazy. So if we kill this, we get a 10. I think it's hard to spot. Screw it, whatever. I don't know if it's hard or easy to spot, actually. We're just definitely dead, like in 100 different ways. But we'll see what they do. They did put a counter on the Vein Ripper. They're just gonna, they've got a land for Hive Tyrant. Hive? No. Got a Bunker Giant. Alright. Admittedly, the ability of Sorin to like tick up and deal 3 damage is not often used. But I think it should be used more often sometimes in these decks. Okay, we have a Fathomless. Surely then they see it though. I mean, there's only one line. There's only one line. We would like... We've not played a land. We've not played a land. Does that leave us anything to open to? I think so. There's just no way, right? There's just no way. Alright. What's the last hand? Button hand. It's probably a go for the throat as well, right? Oh yeah, that will do it. Alright, well, this has been 4-color Reanimator. I'll do a quick wrap up. Alright, 4-color Reanimator. I think we had 2 and 2 in the video. Obviously we did mulligan to 5 that last match, and then also have our best card, Thoughtseize the Way, which is the Rakdos Life. And they had like the show and tell. And we did also end up with like 3 Squirming Emergence on top of our library. Hey, we got a little unfortunate there. Deck is super, super sweet. It's also got a lot of room to like mess around with it, change up the targets depending on what you want to put in here. Change, like if you want to configure versus control, you can like play a split of Fate or push into Rest or Thoughtseize. Obviously, like main deck thought this is a better card, but you're already doing so much damage to yourself here. There are a bunch of different options. You can also, like, there are some enables which are worse than others. Well, Forgotten's like a bit meh, but it does, like, obviously once you have the Descend enabled, it's really, really good. Squirming Emergence is an amazing card, and it does a bunch of different stuff. I've seen it played in some kind of dredge lists. I've seen it played in some more like Insidious route style things, because it can bring that back as well. Obviously means you need way less cards in your graveyard to necessarily trigger it. And yeah, there's a bunch of different things you can do up top here with the different targets. And so tons and tons of possibilities. People often ask me kind of like, hey, this is a deck you played a best of one, what would you change for best of three, or vice versa? Best of three, definitely want some copies of Duress or Thoughtseize. Definitely want some ways to kind of like disrupt opponent counter magic, so cards like Mystical Dispute. And then I'd also maybe have like some different threats that are like good into certain matchups. For example, like versus Angels, you don't really cut it. Having an extra portal in there if need be, really, really good. And then also like, yeah, you want to be able to make sure you can cut your creature removal for those like counter spells and hand disruption things versus control. Even like Go Blank, really strong. And there are some graveyard hit cards that you can play that also do these things. With a Bloom command as well in certain spots, really solid. Those are just general suggestions. Anyway, hope you really enjoyed the video. Super, super sweet deck, super, super fun to play. And if you want to crush Rakdos Vampires, I think it's a really, really good place to be. So there you go. That's my recommendation. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share the video around and all that. I'd really, really appreciate it. And yeah, have a great day. Peace out.